In this video, I'm going to be talking about jaguars. Now, jaguars are a very interesting species because they're a species we still have on the planet today, but they're very much an Ice Age animal. And we actually had two. There was the modern jaguar, which again, when we think about modern jaguars, we think of this cat as being tropical, something from like Central America, from the jungles, from the rainforest, which they do live there. But they also lived all the way up to Canada and all the way down to Argentina during the Ice Age. Additionally, jaguars, we had a much larger species of jaguar that was about the size of a lion, but was a true jaguar that also roamed. So we had two jaguars roaming North and South America during the Ice Age, the regular jaguar and the giant jaguar. One of them is extinct, and this one is still around, but it has a severely reduced range. Now, this species, there are accounts from expeditions traveling westward of seeing this animal. So kind of like Lewis and Clark and some of these expeditions, they would talk with Native American tribes and mountain men who would give accounts of what seems to be jaguars. They called them leopards because that's what people knew. From the old world coming here, it has spots and stripes kind of like a leopard. So we think that these lived into the 17 and even into the 1800s in like the Great Plains areas. Now, their habitat has been reduced. They have been reduced further and further south. We still do have them in Arizona, New Mexico, and all throughout Mexico. But they were also here in Utah. I think the early 1900s was the last official sighting and photograph of one in Utah. So this is an animal that, again, went all the way to Canada and all the way down to Argentina and everywhere in between and has a reduced range. The jaguar is an epoch cat. Now, it's not huge. It is a very large cat, but it has attitude and it has bite force. It's not the largest cat, but you have to scale things. For its size, the musculature generated by these muscles here that close the jaws, they rate this as having the strongest bite force of any cat for its size. So in other words, if you shrunk a lion down to this size, this jaguar would have a stronger bite than the lion. Or if you moved a house cat up to this big, this would have a stronger bite. So strongest bite force by comparison of any cat alive today. The jaguar is a top predator, and it's amazing because this cat will hunt in the water. And the strangest thing is, anywhere you go in the world that's even remotely tropical will have some sort of crocodilian. Alligators, crocodiles, caimans, gharials, and these hunt in the water. They wait for you to come get a drink, and then they come down and eat you. And it's kind of a dangerous thing. Anywhere in the world that's tropical, watch out for the water. Well, if you go down into South America, if you go into the Amazon, the jaguars there will actively hunt a member of the crocodile family called the caiman. They will actually find a caiman sunning itself on the beach, and they will target it, and they'll sneak up on it, and they will swim across, and they will grab it, and then drag it back into the water. So you have a cat willing to hunt a crocodilian on its home turf in the water. That's insane. These are powerful, amazing hunters. Now, they hunt just about whatever they want. Anywhere they live, they're going to hunt whatever they want. One of the things that really demonstrates their bite force is there has been a fossil found of a jaguar that killed one of these. This is a toy. This is Didicurus, which is a member of the Glyptodon family. Didicurus has a spiky tail. Most Glyptodons did not have that spiky tail. This is an armored member of the armadillo family, the size of a car. And nothing's going to get through this armor. But that head is somewhat unprotected, and we have found a fossil of one of these that was killed by a jaguar. A modern jaguar jumped up on it, bit its face, and clamped down and broke through the brain case, killed it, but then it was so armored everywhere else that it couldn't eat it. So the animal was killed by a jaguar, just died, and then the jaguar was not able to eat its kill. But that's pretty impressive if this is going to go after an armored animal literally the size of a car. So the jaguar is an important thing that we need to understand. When you picture the Ice Age, you need to picture two species of jaguars, one normal size, one the size of a lion and roaming everywhere from Canada down to Argentina. It's a top predator. It wasn't the biggest cat of the Ice Age, but it's definitely something to factor in how you view the Ice Age. And again, this is a cat that's so adaptable. It can live in the deserts of Arizona. It can live in snowy environments, and it can live, in the rainforest where it's hunting crocodilians from water. So this is a very impressive species and one of my favorites from the Ice Age, and amazing that we still do have them around today.